Evolution of Master Oogway. In the first movie, Kung Fu Panda, Master Oogway, voiced by Randall Duke Kim, had a premonition that Tai Lung would escape from prison and attack the valley out of revenge. After this, he instructed Shifu and the others to hold a tournament in order to choose the legendary Dragon Warrior, the only one worthy to receive the power of the Dragon Scroll. At the tournament, Oogway is the one to choose Panda Po as the Dragon Warrior, much to everyone's surprise. Although Shifu tried to intervene, Oogway replied that there were no accidents and carried out his decision. That night, Oogway found Po sulking under the peach tree of heavenly wisdom. He then warmly encouraged Po to live for the present instead of worrying about what was and what would be, which subsequently helped Po later withstand Shifu's rigorous training with optimism. Later that night, Oogway was seen practicing his Tai Chi Chuan underneath the peach tree when Shifu informed him of Tai Lung's escape from prison, thus confirming Oogway's vision. Oogway told Shifu that he must let go of the illusion of control and instead nurture and believe in Po's abilities in order for him to stop Tai Lung. Later, sensing his time had come, Oogway handed Shifu his staff as he ascended to the spirit realm. In the short movie Secrets of the Furious Five, Oogway was one of many who were called upon to rid a village of Monkey, who was carelessly pranking the villagers and pantsing anyone who tried to stop him. He confronted the young troublemaker and directly told him to leave the village. When challenged to a duel, Oogway bested him and ended up pulling Monkey out of harm's way. After he shared with him his admiration of the young warrior's skills, but also his sense of the reason for Monkey's mischievous behavior, which was due to similar humiliation Monkey had when he was younger. Distraught and humiliated in front of the whole village, the young monkey surrendered and apologized, turning to leave, but Oogway told him to stay and encouraged him to treat others as he would want in similar circumstances. In the second movie of the Kung Fu Panda franchise, Oogway only made a handful of cameos in the movie. The first was during the intro, as he replaced the young fishing boy in DreamWorks' logo. The second was in Po's memories during his flashback, where Oogway was briefly seen choosing Po as the Dragon Warrior, which allowed Po to attain inner peace and stop Lord Shen and his wolf army from destroying Kung Fu and taking over China. The third was during the credits, where Oogway was in the background as the baby Po was being carried into the village. In the third short movie Secrets of the Masters, Oogway played a key role in helping Thundering Rhino, Storming Ox, and Croc find the road to their acclaimed paths. When he first beheld the three future masters, he was disappointed by their use of kung fu skills and specialties for money through street fighting. Upon discovering the escape of the Wu sisters, Oogway decided to involve the trio in a battle worth fighting in the hopes that it would help them to unlock their true potential. He had to persuade the three to accompany him, promising them riches, though he failed to correct them at the time that he spoke of spiritual wealth, rather than money. However, his ultimate aim was always to help them become better, and in the end, he was gratified to learn that they had finally learned to look beyond themselves. In the TV show Legends of Awesomeness, Oogway, according to a flashback in the episode Father Crime, took Shifu on as a student after Shifu's father, Shurong, left him sitting at the top of the steps to the Jade Palace. Another flashback from the episode The Spirit Orbs of Master Ding reveals that Oogway fought alongside the previous Furious Five to defeat Ding and imprison him within Mugu Mountain. In the episode I'll Be Back, it is shown that Oogway trained Feng Kuang, who was a member of the prior Furious Five and became the most powerful under Oogway's tutelage. She turned dark, desiring to rule the Jade Palace herself, and challenged Oogway. The old turtle had foreseen Feng Kuang's fall from grace and had crafted an owl-shaped, inescapable cage to imprison her. They fought fiercely, but the owl could not defeat Oogway, and so she fled the palace before she could be captured. In the short movie Secrets of the Scroll, Oogway watched as Shifu mentored young Tigress, cautioning his pupil against trying to mold her into a copy of himself. After intercepting a flyer from Mr. King's noodle shop, Oogway suggested that they order takeout, only for Shifu to end up with food poisoning, forcing him to send for other warriors to help fight the incoming threat of boar. Oogway supported Tigress when she volunteered to deliver Shifu's message and then suggested that it was no accident when she brought back an entirely different group of recruits. He later went to Tigress as she sat bemoaning her failure, But he again expressed his conviction that she could not be Shifu. She had to be herself. In the third movie of the Kung Fu Panda franchise, residing in the spirit realm, Oogway meditated for inner peace, only to be attacked by his former friend, Kai, who stole his chi, and he was then transformed into a jade pendant worn around the yak's neck, which was never used as one of Kai's zombies. In the end of the movie, after Po defeats Kai, he meets Oogway in the spirit realm, where Oogway explains to Po that on the first day they met, he saw both the future of Kung Fu in Po as well as the past. He sensed that Po would be the one to unite them both and become his true successor. He then presents Po with his staff, which he was hesitant to accept, before Po returns to the mortal realm. In the TV show The Paws of Destiny, Oogway, voiced by Piotr Michael, brings Po to the spirit realm in the first episode Enter the Dragon Master to inform him that he is to be the mentor of the Panda Guardians. When Po expresses feelings of self-doubt and complains how difficult it is to train them, Oogway encourages him while also assuring him that this is the path he is meant to follow and reminds him that he was once no different from them.